It's episode 1278, and it's the Relevant Podcast here in Orlando. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Loverland, Virginia, it's Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
From Nashville, our managing editor, downtown Emily Brown.
Hey, y'all.
And in LA, it's artist, producer, mogul, Marty.
Howdy.
See, I can give you Derek's title because you guys have the same
You can't
qualifications.
say it twice. It's weird to say
Right.
mogul twice, you know. Two
Yeah.
moguls, it's a lot. A lot of moguls.
Okay, so this is our first episode after the Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
You guys good? You recovered? You slept? No stress? Ate well?
Yeah, definitely ate well. I went to Arkansas for Thanksgiving, and that's like they're definitely the best cooks in our family.
Wait.
We don't like
family. Hold on. Didn't you tell me this is the trailer family that eats squirrels?
Well, I mean, if you can make a squirrel taste good, you can make anything taste good. No, yeah, for the squirrel stayed in the freezer this time, but
wait, there really is squirrel meat in the house?
Yeah.
Are they hunters? Is that what it is?
Yes, yeah. They live right down the street. Like we went to like the deer camp where other people were a couple of my cousins, they shot a couple deers on Thanksgiving Day. So not me, but others.
Good for them. Good for them. I saw the New York Times this week in their little newsletter. Was the headline was "Kill Your Own Food This Thanksgiving." It was all about that trend. Real quick, not to pivot from squirrel meat.
No, please do.
But I had a quick dilemma. I was flying home 2 days ago on Saturday, and I was in LaGuardia Airport, which, by the way, they've done a great job.
Great job.
Shout out to LaGuardia people.
Great airport.
It's probably one of the best in the country.
The Delta terminal, is that what you were in?
Yeah, I was in the Delta terminal.
Unreal. It's so great.
And I was getting food, and I noticed in the booth next to me was Ben Marshall from Saturday Night Live. He's part of Please Don't Destroy. He's a new cast member, and he was sitting
right.
Yeah. And I think we had talked about him recently on the show. I think he had like a church kid background or something. I can't remember.
That was the other one. That was James Austin Johnson.
Oh,
the one who does the Trump impersonation.
Did you ask him about growing up in church? Confused when I asked. No, but the other tall redhead.
You know Assemblies of God? You know what that is? Like, what are you talking about?
Weren't you at Acquire the Fireman? No, but I obviously I'm a big SNL fan, and I like Please Don't Destroy. I like their movie. I think it was I thought it was underrated.
I felt like the cult scene is amazing. Yeah, I felt
like kind of dipped in the third act a little. The early scenes with Conan were great. But
Conan, the disapproving dad.
Yes, it was
perfectly
perfect.
Cast. Yeah.
All lives matter. Oh, when you say it doesn't sound the same.
And I had that consideration of like, do I say anything? Do I say, hey, I like your work? But that seems like
I would do a, hey man, you're killing it this season, and just kind of keep going.
I ended up declining the opportunity. I just didn't know. I didn't know, like, he was just by himself eating a burrito, scrolling on his phone. He didn't seem like he would have been like off put. But I don't know. I feel like I've kind of moved on beyond it.
That shocks me. You of all people, you sidle up. Like, I find you in the airport lounge talking to D-list celebrities anytime we travel. Like,
that is true. Maybe it was just because I was spent from Thanksgiving
talking to Kirk Cameron last time you were at the airport.
I did chat with Bob Saget for a while one time.
That's cool. That's really cool.
He's about at that level. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting older. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe the other thing too is I'm not totally caught up this season. Like I'm only watching bits and spurts. So I did watch that Missing Wives fake Netflix true crime sketch, which I thought was
brilliant.
Totally hilarious, and he was in that. But I froze. It wasn't even like out of nervousness. It's just like I just don't know what to say.
I was just a little nod of encouragement. See, I actually would have done that. Like I don't do the talk to strangers thing.
What would you have said?
I would have said what I just said. I would have said, "Hey man, big fan. You guys are killing it this year. Great job." And then I would have just left him alone.
Big fan.
Walk away.
I like 2/3 of the movie.
Pay for his burrito and leave. He's like, "Who's this mysterious stranger?" That's how you handle it.
Marty, do you? Yeah, I mean, you have fans. I mean, do you get bothered if people who like your art tell you that if they see you in the airport or whatever?
No, you know what? Lately we've been going to museums a lot for my son, and I keep getting recognized at like the museum. So we're like, it's weird. It's weird when it's like in the service industry, and you're like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, are you Marty? I'm like, yeah. And then they're talking to you, and then I'm like, actually, this was diet. This was a diet drink. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, like,
no.
it's always like, I hate when you have to. It's almost like when your waiter is that, and they're like, wow, I'm a big fan. I'm like, thank you. Is there a way we can get more bread? Texas Roadhouse. Can I get more bread? Is that possible? Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So you were a fan. That's great. Usually it's like that. But going to LAX, I always see celebrities, and I will, if it's a certain caliber, I will walk up to the celebrity and be like, hey, I'll do what Cameron does. It's like you shoot encouragement and you are leaving. And if they want to continue, you can stay. But it's up to them. If they're like, oh, what's your name? That's when you're like, yeah, my name is Marty. Can I get a picture? And then they're like, cool, But you have to do the walk away.
What's like the caliber that, like, who are you saying this to?
The last person I said this to was the lead singer of Gym Class Heroes.
Oh,
love your work. Love your work.
I was like, hey man, I'm a huge fan. I love what you do. And he was like, oh, what's your name? And then I took a photo with him because he asked me what my name was. But the last celebrity I saw, I think I told you, Emily, there's a girl from Pitch Perfect, the blonde the lead of
Anna Camp.
No, the blonde girl, the one who's like the competitor, her like rival in the
Brittany Snow.
That's her. I saw her. I think.
Are you kidding? I never seen the movie. I just watched.
That's her.
Well, she has red hair in the movie. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah.
She normally has blonde hair. Yeah,
super
sure.
small. She's like a very small person, and I was like, she was at Earth Cafe.
She used to be married to a guy on the selling the OC.
You know what I should have done? I should have gone up to him, and he was sitting there eating his lunch and be like, listen, I never do this, and I want to apologize. I know it's probably going to make you uncomfortable, but I am a huge, huge fan
of Lauren Michaels
of burritos, and I need to figure out where I'm buying lunch here. Is that any good? Because I was going to buy one.
That's even funnier to comment something than they're expecting you to like really. You're like, but where did you get that?
That burrito, because it looks delicious. I did not see it. And then he's like, oh, it's right over there. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, listen, I got some sketch ideas I'd like to pitch you real quick since I got you.
No, I got you. Marty, you mentioned LAXing celebrities. I have the best celebrity LAX story ever. 2004, Jesus Walks was a monster. Kanye wasn't the current Kanye. He was the up-and-coming Kanye. Relevant was brand new. We were a year out at that time. POD had been big in the charts that year. Okay, so CBS hit us up that 60 Minutes wanted to do a segment on this Jesus and pop culture moment that was happening. And Relevant, I was asked to fly up to New York to be the color commentary to tell them kind of like why it's happening, that kind of thing. Okay, so it airs. 60 Minutes airs. It's Kanye, POD, me, somebody else. And I'm in line at security at LAX, and directly in front of me is Kanye. The day after it aired. So this is Monday. It aired on Sunday night. I had the best opening line possible. I just said, hey, excuse me, did you see yourself on 60 Minutes last night? And he just kind of is like, nah. And kind of went to turn back around. I go, oh, I was actually on it with you. And then he like turned around and he's like, oh, like who are you? You were on that segment? Like, da, da. And then we ended up talking for like 30 minutes. Like we went through security, hung out at the gate. He's a cool guy because then I was on his level, I guess, because I was on 60 Minutes. So I had a good interaction with Kanye at the airport.
It was transactional.
And do you have any burrito recommendations?
Yeah.
I'm a huge, huge fan.
Huge burrito fan. Hey, we have a good show coming up. It's our first show of December. We have some holiday things in store for the next few episodes. But on this episode, we have Chris Llewellyn from Rend Collective. They have a new Christmas album. He's joining us about halfway through the show. So we have a little slices. At the end of the show, we still have more of the one has to go Christmas edition or holiday edition. We're going to try and get Chris to play with us, so that'll be fun. But stay tuned. Right after this break, it's Relevant Buzz. Okay, it's time for
Relevant Buzz.
Tell us what's happening this week at the intersection of faith and culture, Emily.
Okay. First thing I want to talk about is NF's new album that just came out last month. It debuted at number 4 on the Billboard charts and has actually risen to number 3, which is like the highest he's ever done. But also, I think the highest that like someone who started in the Christian rap scene has ever been on the Billboard 200. So very exciting time.
Except for Marty's latest album.
Well,
yeah, which shot straight to #1. But
wasn't NF's last album I think it was Mansion, that was #1, right? In all categories.
Yeah, we're talking all categories, but yeah, that one was #1 in rap.
It wasn't #1 on the Billboard 200 charts. This is the first time. This is the highest he's ever been on the Billboard overall.
It's his highest debut, and then he rose from it in week 2, which is
that's incredible.
Great. Yeah,
good
for him.
Yeah,
Marty, have you ever like interacted with him?
Never, not yet.
You don't see him at the LAX airport or the museums that you're frequenting?
No. Actually, NF is the reason why we ended up getting signed to Capitol, of all things.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a funny story. That's why I have like 2. It's funny because last night, there was a lawyer who reached. This is so random, but a lawyer reached out and was like, "Would you ever sell your catalog? You have 2 NF songs," and I'm like, "I might actually. I might actually sell that catalog." Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Wait, what do you mean? You worked with him on 2 songs?
Yeah, I have 2 songs with him.
But you've never met him?
You've never met him.
I have met him. I was just joking around. I was on tour with him.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I was on tour with him.
That?
I don't know. I thought it was a joke.
The fact that you said Nate real quick, I figured you were friends with him. I mean, y'all friends with him. But then you're like, no, I've never met him. You're very sincere.
I thought you were joking. No.
Like,
I was
wow.
on tour with them for like 2 months or a month or something like that. And then we have songs together, and he's a really good dude, really good guy.
I've only heard good things.
Man.
Yeah. Very dark. Like he's like troubled, but also genuine.
I saw him at Lollapalooza side stage, and his huge crowd, and everybody was. It was all the goth kids and all the depressed kids.
They're crying.
They're all wearing black, and they had eyeliner and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a good show. Good show.
Yes, well, we are excited for him. I don't know how to pivot out of the goth rap fans because now that's all I'm going to be thinking about. But moving on to more music news that we have. This one is not as exciting as it is shocking. But there's this AI music generating platform called Suno. You guys may have heard of it. But according to recent reporting from Billboard, Suno's users are creating about 7 million new songs a day, which is equivalent to creating Spotify's entire catalog every 2 weeks.
Wow.
No, after we posted this, Marty and Derek got into it in our group chat, and I just stayed out of it. You guys had 2 different views on this.
Yeah, I like AI. I think you should be able to use AI. I know it sounds crazy, but I fully believe that when change starts to peek its head out, you have to embrace it or you get left behind. And so I just really feel like AI right now needs to be embraced because there's no escaping it. There's just no escaping it. I mean, I don't feel like there's certain boundaries which I think we should be using it. What I'm saying is, but don't use it as a tool for it to help you. It's not the main, it's not the entire course of the meal. It's the crumbly stuff. It's the mac and cheese with the crumbly stuff. It's the crumbly stuff. It's not the whole cheese.
Well, so like this app, like people are, according to the reporting, like it could take the average amount of time it takes to fully create a song and produce it is about 20 minutes. So people are spending 20 minutes, like
really quick.
What are your thoughts, I guess, on that? Because you're saying like use it intentionally, but they're just using it just to completely do it.
Yeah, I think that it's like, when you're using complete AI for the entire song, you're not really doing anything. You're letting the computer make all the choices. There's a really great interview with John Bellion, and he talks about the best music has faults in it. It's got it's never perfect, and that's what makes songs incredible. He referenced the Beatles and Jay-Z and certain artists. It's little mistakes inside the music create this human experience, and we all connect to it in a deeper way. I think AI sounds very cold. I just don't believe it. I don't want to watch an AI movie. I just have no interest in it. And I think that when you
in 2025, wait till 2026 or 2027.
We'll see how Will Smith eats the pasta. Yeah, we'll see how fast Will Smith eats pasta and that thing. But I feel like embracing AI as a tool and not as the main course. So Suno, I mean, you could pull out the stems and then reproduce it. One of my artists has reproduced his albums via AI. I think it's so cool. But then there are artists who literally will just create their whole song AI and then switch a voice out. I don't think that, and I think that fans also could tell, and fans are like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And AI is not where it's not the place where you could be like, wow, the sample is clear. There's always a level of frequency mixed up in there, and you could tell the difference a lot of times. Anyway,
but even when that improves, right, and the level of like kind of tells that it's AI are like smoothed out, which I think will eventually happen.
Well, it's already happening. If you've seen the side by side and just the image generation stuff, where it had Nano Banana Gen 1 and Nano Banana Pro that just came out like last week.
yeah.
It went from that looks like an AI, a very good AI photo of a girl in a coffee shop, to that looks like a real photo of a girl. I mean, like there's no indication, hand details, background details, zero indication that anything was false. So that's with image generation. It's going to happen with music too.
Yeah, that's my point. Is like it's going to get there. So beyond like the quality thing, like the one thing that like when you look at your kind of entry point anecdote, Emily, about the volume that it can produce on a day is like the entire Spotify library. And then, I was reading in like Semaphore, one of these industry websites, about like a podcast startup that basically has generated all these fake hosts, and they prompt the hosts to do episodes about just any topic they can think of. And they just produce thousands of episodes over the course of a week, put them on podcast platforms, and their business model isn't to get 200,000 people to download every episode. It's to get 2 people to download each episode. And it's a volume game. But I think that is more of, because we've already seen this in the print world to a degree, where, kind of junky AI content clogs up a lot. It becomes increasingly difficult sometimes to find stuff written by a human, if that's what you're looking for. And it's like accelerated the dead internet theory. Like the dead internet theory used to be a theory, but now it's kind of just given that most of the internet is fake trash, and that it's not really alive. It's just the robot snake eating its own tail in reverse. You know what I mean? And that the internet is no longer these people connecting over a connection. It's just the robot growing itself bigger, And I think that whatever comes out of this phase, I think will be a response to that,
Sometimes I feel like there's like the demand is, they think that we want it more than we do. Sometimes I feel like, right? Because I'm like, someone sent me a book recently, and I threw it in AI, and I'm like, which part of this was made with AI? And now, ChatGPT could tell you, like, hey, this section was
but
used by AI.
I mean, it said the Declaration of Independence was written by AI. I mean, those checker things are not accurate.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
literally
so funny,
that happened like last week.
I just feel like everyone's using AI to the point where it's like you're not even reading what you're writing or what it's writing. Like, we're just skipping over it just to get it done, and that's not good enough.
Yeah, I did think that whenever I saw it was like 7 million songs a day. It's like, how many of those are actually good songs?
Yeah.
And like
Zero.
Some of them are probably the same too. That's a
Yeah.
thing. It's like a prompt that I could see that a lot of them sound similar.
Derek had a stat that he shared last year that like on Spotify in particular, something like, I'm going to say it wrong, but something like 8 million songs are uploaded every day. And like 80% of them have 0 listens. I mean, it was some staggering number of the songs on Spotify has 0 listens. Even the person who uploaded it didn't bother to listen to it. So it's like,
well,
the robot didn't even like it.
Because it's not a person that uploaded it.
Yeah.
It's an AI that's trained in this process.
We could talk about AI. We could do a whole AI podcast. We're like so engaged in all this stuff, but anyway,
I did think about,
we're trying to keep it distilled down to the masses. What do they find interesting?
Yes,
So, anyway.
Unfortunately, there just is a lot of AI stuff as it continues to grow. But moving on, we can talk about a real human, because I want to talk about Patriots rookie TreVeyon Henderson. He's a running back who has been having like a really remarkable season. I obviously am more impressed by what he's doing off the field than what he's doing on the field. And that's
Jesse,
what I want to talk about.
Are you going to fact check her sports insight there that he's having a remarkable season? Is he?
Yeah. I mean,
lately, he came on late, right?
Yeah.
These
He's a
last
rookie.
several games.
Yeah.
He started slow because he's a rookie, and then he's been crushing it the last 3-4 games.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as I said, he's been having a remarkable season, as told to me by other people who are actually watching this game. AKA
As
my
told to
father.
me.
According to sports reporters and my dad.
According to
sorry.
Robbie Brown, he's been having a great season. Most recently, he actually broke a record, or Patriots record. He is the first rookie in Patriots history to have 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown in a single game. And, you'd think after that he would maybe kind of brag about himself, like be really excited about it. No. In all of his post-game interviews about that game, and even on social media, he is constantly talking about how he is just so thankful for how God's love for him doesn't depend on his performance, and his value is found in who God is, not in his position as a player, any stats like that. And I just really love it. I actually have a clip that I want y'all to hear, so you can hear. I'm not just making this up or repeating what my dad has shared to me. Okay.
It was a lot, but I knew it was going to be tough going into this. And the biggest thing, man, I just try to lean on the Lord. And, I pray and I ask him to give me a peace of mind and peace of heart. Because especially in the midst of troubles, your mind can wander all over the place. And, it can be really hard. It can be really challenging. And so I can't do this thing, on my own. I can't get through this thing on my own strength when times get tough. I always try to lean on him.
Good for him. He's got to do some sort of penance for playing for the New England Patriots. So,
Well, aren't they good this year?
no, they're good. They're just evil.
They're not your team.
That's the thing.
I thought the evil left. I thought that was Belichick and Brady. I thought they did the thing with the sage
baked
and
in.
cleansed the aura of the
Belichick's girl.
franchise.
That was
It's baked
that
in.
was the
It's
bad.
baked in. Yeah.
It's baked in.
Yeah.
The curse is 3 generations, Cam. You don't understand.
Yeah. The matter.
Jesse, why do current NFL fans hate the Patriots when they were terrible? They're rebuilding. They're young and exciting again. Aren't they doing it the right way now?
I mean, look, there are just certain franchises that people are always going to hate. It's like the Yankees could change, dramatically and have, but people will always just hate them. Any team from Boston, people are going to hate, right? It just is what it is. So, I mean, good for the franchise and Mike Vrabel and the whole crew up there. But
maybe this great new rookie is going to get everybody saved, and you're going to have to change your opinion about the
Redeem it.
Patriots because
That
they
won't
will
change
become.
I make a distinction between them as human beings and them as members of an organization.
Honestly?
If I saw them on the street, I'd be like, "Hey, man, how you doing? Good for you." But if my feelings of someone wearing that jersey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to cheer for them.
Honestly, I'm the same way yelling at basketball players. I've taken a few guys to games that know some of the players, like they're friends with.
Yeah.
And and I'm yelling my typical basketball jokes during the game, and they're like, "Hey, man, yeah, he and his wife are kind of going through it right now." And I was like, "You just maybe back off." And I'm like, "I don't want to know that." To me, basketball players are just objects that you can yell at. Like you can make jokes about. I don't want to know that he's a human. I don't want to know he's a real
and
person.
I'm yelling at the jersey because, if that player
right.
that you were making fun of was traded mid-game and at halftime came out in the Orlando jersey, you would be his biggest supporter.
Absolutely.
You're
Redemption.
It's not personal. That's what I'm saying. It's just fun. Yeah,
Anybody
that's
can
what-
get it with Cam. That's what it is.
Okay, well, that'll do it for Relevant Buzz. Make sure to check out relevantmagazine.com every weekday where we are covering a lot more stuff like that. Thanks, Emily.
Yeah.
All right, stay tuned. I said up next would be Slices, but because we got talking so much about the celebrity encounters and AI, we ran out of Slices time. So stay tuned. Right after this quick break, Chris Llewellyn from Rend Collective joins us. Well, our guest today is Chris Llewellyn from Rend Collective. They're a great folk band from Ireland who they like to refer to as the Christian version of Mumford & Sons. They said that. We didn't. They said it in a comment on one of our IG posts, actually. They recently released their latest Christmas album. It's called Christmas in Belfast, and Chris is here to talk to us about it. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Actually, referring to the Christian Mumford & Sons, my favorite ever comment was we used to make that joke, and then somebody just said in the sweetest burn ever that Mumford & Sons are the Christian Mumford & Sons. So I guess you're nothing.
You're the worship Mumford & Sons? I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, well, do you have a new Christmas album out? You guys, tell us about it. Tell us about the project.
Yeah, I always love the Christmas albums because it's this opportunity to do something super cozy and intimate and sweet that has nothing to do really with. It's not so much about songwriting, but it's about like creating a feeling more than it is about like making somebody think something. At least that was the whole process behind it, was just trying to like capture that feeling of. I think of in Ireland, there's a tradition at about 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve in the parish churches and the little traditional churches. They always do candlelit services that take you into Christmas Day. And the music that they had there, obviously very acoustic, very, very sweet, very intimate, very tender. Um, I always wanted to capture that feeling, followed by the feeling that happens afterwards, which is everybody goes to the pub for an hour. So there's kind of there's a little dichotomy there. It's like I love the pub music that happens afterwards, the celebration stuff, and the really, really sweet like sacred music as well. So there was a hope that we would make it feel like glowy and sweet.
That's awesome.
Now, I'm always fascinated, Chris, with Irish culture, and I like that you mentioned this dichotomy. Now, I only know Irish culture through my consumption of movies and things. Though I'm told my last name descends from Ireland.
Kerry.
I'm told Kerry is a last name, and I have a number of redheads in my family as well. So I have reason to believe I have a connection. Now. So I have a question for you because, I have this fascination, and I was watching NFL football yesterday, and the Saints had just signed this new kicker, and he's Welsh. Okay, they made a note of this, which is in
totally
proximity. It's in proximity.
Not Irish. Okay.
It's in proximity. This is why I want Chris's
No, it's all
opinions.
good. I am Welsh heritage, so we're in the right space here.
Okay.
Okay. So C. Cameron's the perfect person to ask this.
Okay.
And he had an incredible He had a incredible kicking debut. Well, I don't know if you watched the game at all, but he nailed like a 56-yarder. And then he set up what they call an onside kick. It's one of those difficult things to do in football. Mm-hmm. And they had mentioned that they this year there had only been 7% of onside kicks had been completed. He laid the ball on the side, did it, nailed it, perfect. It almost won the game for the Saints. And they had mentioned that this guy, they got him because he played Welsh rules football, which is evidently a different game entirely. So here's my question, Chris. How many derivatives of football are there, and what are the Welsh doing to train up these unbelievable kickers?
Well, your assumption is that the ancient Celtic sports are a derivative of football rather than the other way around. So we're going to correct that real quick.
This is an American, very American. Sorry about this.
But there's a lot actually. Yeah, I mean we have Gaelic football in Ireland, which is very similar. I would guess the rules are minimally different to Welsh, the Welsh version. There's like, I mean, there's a bajillion. We got rugby, we got soccer, we got all the Celtic ones.
But ultimately, hold on. What is the Gaelic? Because I think that's what they said it was Gaelic. How is it different?
It's sort of like a conglomeration of like basketball. There's a bit of bouncing that's involved, and you hold the ball in your hands, but you're also allowed to like drop kick it at any time.
Can I be honest?
It's a very wild sport.
This doesn't sound derivative of anything I've ever heard of. This sounds like an entirely new game.
It's also astonishingly violent. Which is the other component of this. So
I like it.
Paul Mezcal? He was a player of GAA.
Oh wow!
Which is So
well, okay, hold on.
Hence his shorts, which took the world by storm.
I'm having a very difficult time picturing this violent game where you bounce a ball, and it's also like football and soccer.
It sounds rugby-ish. It sounds rugby-ish.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's like rugby if you could pass forwards in rugby, or it's like American football if anybody kicked during open play. I don't know.
Well, this is going to help me. What is the ball shaped like?
like a soccer ball.
Okay. So we're talking about here, not
honestly. Give it a go.
You've got
the
sold
genetic
now.
material to make it work, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I've got enough of a grasp if I just showed up and inserted myself into my local Gaelic football game that they would welcome me.
How attached are you to your teeth? I think that would be the main.
Chris, you guys have been playing in Christian music in the U.S. for 15 years. It seems like. Are you living in the U.S. now, or are you coming back and forth?
Eventually, just it was making no sense going back and forward. So here I am in Nashville. This is,
of course,
this is a beautiful ego death. Here I am.
How has the adjustment been for you culturally to go from Ireland to Nashville of all places?
I don't know if I've adjusted at all. I just feel like a complete stranger here. The only sense of adjustment that I have is now that I also feel like a stranger when I go back home. So that's nice.
It kind of makes me sad that you just now you're like you
no,
have
it's
no
okay.
home.
I'm smiling. You can tell it's okay.
Is that why you wanted to make like a Christmas album about Ireland? Like, were you missing
Look at
home?
her bringing it back to the purpose of
Homesick.
the interview,
That's
not
right.
sports. Got it.
That's
Good job,
fantastic.
Emily. She's a pro.
You know, I think once you leave a country, you would not believe how nostalgic and how patriotic you get about that place. Like, I was 12% as Irish as I am now. When I was there, you know, I was fed up with you get frustrated with your own country when you're living in it. And now from a distance, it just feels so really beautiful. And I guess I didn't realize how much it had borne me. There's so much about like the kind of peacekeeper energy that I have in the midst of, I guess, like wild political conversations that happen in the US. It just comes from growing up in a country that was completely divided over politics and religion. I don't enter into it the same way. I find that like tribalism is really triggering for me. Just from where I came from, I saw what the end results of that are, and they're so destructive. So there's things like that I realized that I've carried from home, and that will always kind of be with me and have shaped me.
That's beautiful. That's I forgot about that. I mean, Ireland is the most partisan. The story of Ireland is, the most partisan political violence. And
But
bloodshed.
we're so racist that we managed to divide between ourselves and other white Christians. It was like we worked it out. We found a way. Kate finds a way at the alternative Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Okay, I am going to transition so we can keep popping back into the interview, but we have a game that we've been playing. It's called One Has to Go. And are you down to play with us this week?
I'm down. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so what I do is I'm going to go around to each of you. I'm going to give you 4 things, and you just have to tell me one has to go. The one that has to go. That's it, and tell us why. It's easy. There's no points or anything like that. It's all holiday based. Since you have a new Christmas album, we thought you'd be an expert on this stuff. So we'll start with you. You guys ready to play? Here we go.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. So Chris, candied pecans. These are American traditions. Chocolate fudge, homemade cookies, and caramel popcorn. One has to go.
Oh, the fudge.
The fudge. Not a chocolate guy.
Whoa.
No, you know, it's never had it where it made any kind of sense with the calories that are involved versus the joy. It's a poor ratio.
Okay. Can I ask one question? Okay. What is, when I think of like an Irish meal, right? Especially around the holidays, and you speak of the calorie, per enjoyment ratio.
Yeah.
I figure they're both high. Is a shepherd's pie, would that be considered like an Irish meal that people would eat at the holidays? And where does that rank in the hierarchy of Irish holiday meals?
So not really a holiday meal. That's like that's like your Wednesday.
It's like meatloaf.
It kind of. It's the meal that when you're 10 years old, you react to as like, oh no, not that again. And then when you're 40, it's like, I wish I could get myself some of Mum's shepherd's pie. So that's not really a holiday meal, but our Christmas Day meal is very similar to like if you squished Thanksgiving and your Christmas ham together. We do turkey and ham and all that stuff for Christmas Day. So
is it together? Is it like a turducken where it's all jammed into one meat delivery
all these
system?
American meals that you're explaining, Jesse. I've just been in the country. I just got here. I don't know what you're. Yeah,
Chris, you have a lot to experience.
I do not believe in that. I think that's an unholy.
A turducken is a turkey stuffed with a chicken and a duck.
I've heard about it. Yeah, it reminds me of that movie Centipede. So, and unfortunately,
Human Centipede.
Human Centipede. Oh,
It reminds me of the
gosh.
second one in particular. I just
Oh.
We celebrate the most holy time of year with one of the most unholy culinary creations ever derived of.
he's missing Ireland even more the more we talk about this. He's like,
Yeah.
just,
yes.
oh,
So the
man.
more we talk about stuffing animals inside other animals, I sort of feel like going home,
Hey,
having a car or something.
and to feel nostalgic about it every year during said football game, there's like replays of John Madden in the broadcast booth ripping one apart with his bare hands while grease is just flying all over his like CBS jacket. It's beautiful. It really, really is.
God bless America.
American baby.
All right, Marty. Movie night. So this is like holiday. Movie night, board game night, big family dinner, or a day spent baking. One has to go.
Love baking. People know I'm a chef. I love to cook. I love everything. It's definitely going to be the board games.
Board game
my
night.
wife hates a board game. Even as soon as you start to break down rules, she's disconnected. She's gone. She's out of there. So board games, we're out. I have never played a board game with my wife before. She refuses. I think there's like a dark history there that I just don't know about yet. That she hasn't opened up.
Trauma.
Like there's some
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 trauma.
serious PTSD around the rules of Monopoly, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I can't do the board games.
All right, Jesse. Slow mornings, a big brunch, long naps, and a long walk. One has to go.
I would say long brunch. I'm not.
You're not a brunch guy? A big brunch?
I'm not opposed to a big brunch, here and there. But if the other ones are part of my regular,
Yeah.
I do all of the other things pretty regularly. The thing about brunch is like you are calling an audible on the day. You eat a big brunch and it's like this day's over, man.
You're
like
right.
I'm,
A nap is
like.
coming.
Yeah, the nap is whatever I had planned. It's out the window. Like it's a brunch day, and it's basically saying I give up for a day. Just put an X on the calendar. I had brunch today. Probably not doing anything after. It's over.
I mean,
sweatpants
you're
are going
brunching
on.
wrong if that's your view. Of
No, I think I'm
brunch.
brunching.
I agree with Jesse
right.
because you take a brunch, and then it's like, oh, it's 4:30, the whole day is ruined. Like 3:30, the whole day is ruined.
How long
So
is your
now-
brunches? Aren't you going to brunch at like 11:30 or 11?
No, it's like at 12, right? Brunch starts at 12.
That's just lunch.
But
That's just
either
lunch.
way, it's an ordeal.
Chris is like, we don't even have this in Ireland. We don't. We just have
I was
breakfast, lunch,
gonna
and
ask
dinner.
Chris, what are your thoughts on big
brunch.
brunches?
I'm a fan, but I totally agree. I feel like a blood sugar coma is the inevitable result. Like I think 4:30 to be starting anything is crazy. After that, it's like I mean,
Yeah.
you can lose 2 days to a really hefty lunch
yeah.
brunch.
You could.
You lose 2
You
days to
definitely
it.
could.
If you do it right. If you do
You
it right.
definitely could.
You're out for the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Emily, snowy mornings, crisp evenings, golden hour sunsets, or nighttime light displays. One has to go.
I'm gonna get rid. But what was the second one?
Crisp evenings.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. Evenings are making me really mad right now. As Chris can attest, it gets dark at 4:30, so
Yeah, it's bad.
we don't really have an evening anymore. It just goes from afternoon to nighttime. So nature has already decided to get rid of my crispy evenings.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, Chris, personalized stockings, nostalgic ornaments, themed ornaments, or handmade ornaments. One has to go.
Oh my goodness! I think themed.
The themed ones?
You mean like where we got like a Snoopy one or whatever?
Yeah, that is what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe not Snoopy.
Well, I'm not trying to be down on Snoopy. He just wasn't a part of my upbringing. So
Yeah.
I feel like every year I'm bombarded with this character that I'm not sure I fully understand.
Nobody understands him.
He's
No
not
one-
even
no one
like
really
Snoopy's
does.
not even the star of these shows. I'm not realizing he's just
Yeah.
the best looking one.
Just
Charlie
there.
Brown, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like you and Rend Collective. Not even star. You're just the best looking one.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. It's
Chris,
just the one you want to push forward.
I think you've identified something profound about Snoopy. Like if I were just to go around, because I grew up where anyone could say the word Snoopy, and I know exactly who they were talking about. But if I were to go up to anyone, even like a big Peanuts fan, I was like, what is Snoopy's defining character trait? I think everyone would be like, I've never really thought about it. He's just kind of there. Like,
He moves the football.
Yeah,
That's all he
yeah,
does.
Dog.
yeah. He again, like I know nothing about him as a character. I've never really thought about that before.
No personality that you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I live in California. We have this thing called Knott's Berry Farm, and that is their Mickey Mouse. It's Snoopy. So everything is.
That's
Snoopy.
the only IP they could get at Knott's Berry Farm.
Literally, it's the only one that was like affordable, and so. But they have.
They just didn't tell the Snoopy people.
Yeah. It's only on like one day a week. I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, I don't know if you remember, but on the Peanuts Thanksgiving special, they had like a Thanksgiving. He made Thanksgiving meal for everybody in the movie.
Yeah.
So
I watched it.
They serve that. They serve it's like
The dog
jelly
made
beans,
the food.
toast, popcorn. Yeah, that's Knott's Berry Farm. So it's a big deal out here.
All right, Marty. Quality time with family,
No,
quality time with friends, quality time with your partner, or quality time alone. One has to go.
Well, I'm gonna say friends. Quality time with friends has to go. I mean, I'm not gonna switch time with my.
Thanks a lot.
Not gonna
I'm coming out
switch
there
time
next
with
week
my
to see
wife.
you.
Not gonna switch time with my wife. Not gonna
Good
switch time
call.
with my family. And I need some time alone. I'm one of those people where I'm not happy if you don't give me like 2 hours to be by myself. I'm just not a pleasant person to be around. So I need some alone time.
The other thing too is like it depends on how you define quality time, because sometimes I don't want my friends my friend time to be quality time. I really don't want many things of substance to be talked about. I just want to, I want it to be low quality time. You know what I mean? Like there's no judgment here, guys. We're just kind of hanging. Like that's kind of you know what I mean? Like I think
eating
that's a
junk
loophole.
food. I feel like low quality time would be like eating junk food and just like watching football and just not really talking much, but just like enjoying the moment and just leaving and being like, it was a great time.
Yep,
That's
good time. Yeah.
All right, Jesse. Sledding, ice skating, snowball fights, and snowy walks. One has to go.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm probably gonna go ice skating here. Mainly because I feel like it's an activity that, in order to actually enjoy and not embarrass yourself with, there's a high bar for investment into gear, and I'm not. Look, man, I like
just get the rental skates. What are you talking about? I'm a Floridian and I'm
renting.
fine with it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but even when you rent, it's like I'm going to rent them a couple times a year, or else it doesn't make sense to rent them. I might as well just buy a pair, and then just going that many times, I'm not going to be a very good ice skater enough to enjoy it. Like it's just it sounds very calculated. It sounds like I've done the math on it. And I hate ice skating.
Every time you rent a skate, they're always super loose. It's like bowling shoes, right? Like the tongue is ripped out.
That is true. You got to get the hockey skates from the rental counter.
Yeah,
you got to
and
ask
then,
for the
like,
hockey
your-
stiff.
Yeah, but that's an
People's
upcharge.
Ankles are
It is an upcharge.
People's
it's an
ankles
extra
are
$1.50.
breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice skating is too expensive in this country, and it's one of the big problems we have. And it's these tariffs, and I'm getting all fired up. Just move on, Cameron.
All right, Emily. Holiday music all day. Be careful, because there's a new holiday album that we're promoting right now. Holiday music all day. Holiday music only at night. Holiday music only in December. No holiday music at all. One has to go.
I'll get rid of holiday music at night. Only
Wait,
only
you
at
want
night.
to keep no holiday music at all?
Some people just
You
might
realize
not
why Chris
be-
is here right now, right?
I know. I'm trying not
Oh,
to make eye
come
contact
on.
with him.
Yeah.
Some people just aren't holiday music people, and I want to respect their choice. To
Taylor
not listen to
has
holiday
not dropped
music.
the Christmas album. That's
why. There's
That's
no
what
she
Taylor
has.
Swift.
Taylor
Christmas
She
Swift.
album.
has. She has.
Chris, you have to
Back in
understand.
like
She
2006.
has.
Back in like 2006.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was like
There's
an
no-
EP. She has a song called Christmas Tree Farm. It's fine. A lot of
Christmas Tree
fans
Farm?
don't acknowledge it was not her best work, but
That doesn't stop a Swiftie from acknowledging her work
exactly.
or
Thank
defending
you.
it to the death.
Thank you. Chris recognizes me, so he's clocked me pretty quickly. I see.
Okay. Chris, artificial trees, real trees, tiny tabletop trees, or no tree. One has to go.
Oh, I think a tiny tabletop tree is the saddest representation of Christmas ever. It's like,
Yeah.
don't bother at that point. It's
Emily, that's Emily. Isn't that what you have in your apartment? It's just a little sad.
literally
little-
right behind her.
Okay, I used to have one. I bought a real.
Chris, he is an expert. He has a Christmas album out right now. and he
Sure.
said, "Don't even bother." He
Yeah.
said, "Don't even
It's
bother."
I
the
mean, I
official
will say it
mascot
took-
of seasonal affective disorder.
It took about 5 minutes to put up. Whenever I did have it, it really was sad.
And it stayed up. And it stayed up like 4 months too long. 'cause
Yeah,
you just
it's so
feel like,
small.
ah,
It's so
what's
easy
the
to get rid
point?
of. But
It
it's
became a
still there till
Valentine's
April.
tree. It was an Easter tree.
Yeah, no, I respect the people who just don't put anything up more than I respect the tabletop tree. I'm sorry.
All right, Marty. Group prayers, group games, group photos, and group texts. One has to go.
Group
Prayers, group games, group
Group
photos,
prayers.
group texts.
Instantly, as soon
Whoa.
as you said that, yeah, no, group prayers.
Where two or more are gathered in His name.
No,
I
but
mean,
the problem is
Thank you,
if it's
Jesse.
if it's a gossipy bunch, you know, it's
That's
the
number
prayer
one,
request.
yeah.
It's the prayer request time. It's like, oh, we really need to pray for Billy. He's really going through it. You guys heard what happened, didn't you? And then it's
Mhm.
like, oh, here we go. This is gossip in the form of group prayer. We've seen it. I think we've all witnessed this phenomenon.
And we don't like that? Is that
And
what
I
you're
don't
saying?
I don't like that type of prayer. I don't like performative prayers. God hates performative prayers, but I really hate perform. You know, when somebody's really trying to like impress you or like, you know, especially if you go to like Latin church where you have this, it's just like where it's Christmas meal. Why are you prophesying? Why did that even
Yeah,
come?
there-
Like
you
can
got
be
that
some-
one
what are we doing?
relative at
Yeah.
Thanksgiving who's like, you don't ask to pray before the meal because it's
Yeah,
going to be about
yeah,
some
yeah. He
uncomfortable hand holding going
He
on.
comes in a
too.
tie, like he
Dude.
wears a tie with the like. No one here has a tie on except for this guy. You know,
Are
like,
you,
Yeah,
Jesse? Thank you for bringing up the uncomfortable hand holding. My family is a performative hand holding family,
Yeah.
and I am not. And we were eating Thanksgiving at a restaurant, a fancy restaurant, and they want to do the big "We're Christians" hand holding thing, you know. And like it's just awkward and clammy, and we don't
Here's
usually
the-
hold hands
listen,
like this. and-
I come from a hand holding family. I don't have any direct objection to it. My only problem is when it's a big enough group and you're standing beside someone you don't know that well, and you reach and you get a first awkward grip where your hand is like on the other,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, I guess I'm
Who's
just
the
gonna hold your-
dominant hand? Who's the submissive
Oh, that's a
hand?
power struggle. I've seen that go wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and then it's like, at what point in the prayer do I collectively let go and regrip and let them know
yeah.
this is
Sometimes
a
you
regrip
gotta
situation?
I don't wanna
you
be
have
on the
fix
front.
Yeah,
I got the girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
you got to
it's-
refix it, and if you try again, then if they're aggressive.
I'm fine with the family. It's a landmine when you're with strangers.
I feel like
you
y'all are
know?
focusing on the wrong things when it
I
comes to
don't
group
hold
prayer,
hands.
I have to say.
We don't even hold hands. No, we don't. Even when I pray before a show, we don't hold hands. We just stand there like shoulder to shoulder praying. I just don't want to. Why do I got to
Wait,
hold
you
a
nuzzle,
hand?
You like nuzzle up real tight, like
Nuzzle up like
shoulder to
we're
shoulder?
warm. Yeah, we're trying to get warm in Alaska. But yeah, I don't like holding hands. Sometimes
Stand
to get out
nose
of
to
it.
nose.
Yeah, sometimes to get out of it, I do the cross fingers with somebody, and then they'd be like trying to get.
Yeah,
like, they're doing this like it's like sticky.
Or-
it's,
Or you ever have like you got to itch your nose and you're like, sorry.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Give me one. Oh, thank
you have to
thank
carry
And
the
you put it-
hand with
yeah.
you all the way up.
Yeah,
and scratch your
it's-
nose. Yeah,
there's a
Chris,
lot that can
where
happen.
does Rend Collective stand on the pre-show prayer holding hands situation?
Oh, it's certainly no holding hands. I mean, mostly the prayer is coinciding with like last minute prep. So it's like usually it's over the top of drum warm ups, like the practice
amazing.
pad and
Do
like
you make the
there's guys
drummer
with their
hold
pants
hands?
on, running around, stressed, looking for their thing. So no, there's no ceremony around it at all. But it seems to work.
Jesse, you said that they should make the drummer hold hands to make it
Yes,
stop
during the
doing it.
warm up, and he can, you
Yeah,
guys. can
everybody
play
has
along.
to
It's-
hold it.
rules are rules.
Everybody
No,
has to do the drums. Who are we at? Where are we at? Are we at a Jesse?
Jesse.
or-
Yeah.
Okay, we're to Jesse. Jesse, people do a lot of binge background TVs on Netflix on cooking shows, baking competitions, travel specials, and DIY decor shows. One has to go.
Say one more time.
Cooking shows, baking competitions, travel specials, and DIY decor shows.
Cooking, easily. Like, baking competitions. I like the element of competition for the home decor ones. I like.
Do you
it
watch
when-
the British one to make Chris feel at home? Do you watch the British baking
please.
challenge?
No, I watch Is It Cake, which is close enough.
No, it's not. It's not at all the same thing.
And it's a type of baking competition.
Is it the Mikey Day one where
Yeah,
they?
it's great.
It's like a guy is sitting on a couch and they have to say, "Is the couch cake or not?" And then they
Cameron, the premise of the show is the title. Okay, I don't know why you're asking questions. The show's called Is It Cake?
I saw
One
about
is
10
one
seconds
show.
of it one time when I was waiting in my car and they had the Netflix. And I was just whatever, and I got about 10 seconds in. I thought this is the stupidest show I've ever seen. I changed
Are
it.
there are there multiple seasons?
There are.
Yeah, they're
Americans
swells, too.
love it, Chris. Americans love it.
We're a simple
find it
people. We're a simple
stunning
people.
to me.
It
that
was
this
like, I saw
more
one, it was
than
like a-
one time that this happened.
I'm
So it's a-
surprised
Like,
it's
it
more than
feels
one
like it should be
episode.
one
Yeah.
specific. No, not even an episode. Just like one
somebody did a
event in
boxing
time where
glove.
somebody
It's a
made
cake.
something very convincing out of cake.
They're getting more convincing. I'm going to be honest. They had a MacBook at one point, and it looked like a real screen and everything, and then the girl karate chopped through it.
Yeah, it's
How could
You
it
guys
look like a
know.
real screen with frosting?
It looked
You
like a
can't do-
MacBook. It just looked like a
they're very
MacBook. I
good.
can't explain. It looked like there was a case on it and everything.
I mean,
Okay, now I'm understanding why there's multiple seasons.
the one I
Yeah.
saw was like a boxing glove and a ice skating, ice skate shoe or whatever, and it was so obviously cake.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't do the
yeah,
precision.
this isn't obvious at all. And
The
how dare
newest,
you.
the newest season, the guy was like, "Are my pants chocolate or are my pants cake?" And everyone's like, "I don't know. It looks there's buttons on it. There's tweed.
he walk
it's
out?
like
Was
corduroy."
he wearing this?
He took one step and the pants fell apart. Yeah, he was wearing cake pants. They were
One
not
time the
Adidas
wall-
track.
One time the
Alright.
wall was cake, and they just stabbed
Yeah,
the wall. And you're like,
I'm dead
"What?"
serious. Yeah. No, it's like trying to level up every season. It's getting out of
See,
control.
Chris, welcome to America.
I get it actually now. Yeah.
Turducken,
It was
turducken, and
right where
fake
the cake
cakes.
pants fell off that I felt like that seemed sophisticated.
Yeah.
All right, last one. real quick.
Four-dimensional chess. Yeah.
Emily, holiday football games, parades, movie marathons, or video games. One
You
has
already
to
know
go.
what it is.
I mean, I'm going to say football games.
I-
You'd rather
can't-
do video games during the holidays with your friends?
Honestly, yeah. I love like bring out the Wii or like Guitar Hero or something like interactive like that. I'm interested in. I sat for I think maybe 30 minutes of a football game on Thursday, and I was dying to do literally anything else. So
Oh.
that's
it.
kind of my stance on football games.
Chris, how do
The
you
new
feel about
season
American
is
football?
okay.
Have you in any way embraced it? Or,
Feel free to
or-
be
Um,
honest, as I have been.
Yeah. So the guys in my band like to watch it, so I've got more into it over time. Got a Lions fan on the bus, and I still think it's too stop-starty for me. I grew up
Yeah.
on rugby, but when it's spectacular, it's spectacular.
Do you like basketball? I'm a basketball guy because of that. I love the constant activity of it.
Again, yeah, I find that a more enjoyable watch, but I haven't really dived into it.
We'll get you there. We'll get you
What?
there.
Yeah, I
It's not
think so.
violent
I-
enough. That's what he's trying to say.
No, I get it. I was reading something over the weekend, and they described American football as the two worst things about it. And I love football, but I thought this was funny. They said it's the two worst things about America combined: committee meetings and spurts of violence, and that's the entire game.
That's incredible.
Committee
I was like,
meetings.
That is
They hold
incredible.
hands.
Yeah.
In the huddle, they hold
Yeah,
hands.
I was like,
Like a
yeah,
summary.
kind of nailed it. Yeah. So
Have you ever seen the slap fighting?
Yeah, those.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
familiar. Yeah.
That made a real appearance for like one tour on our bus. We were just watching endless slap fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're on
okay.
season
That
9
felt like-
too.
How do you
Yeah.
kill so much bus time? Is it stuff like that? You guys collectively get into a certain movie genre
Slap
or
fighting?
slap
Mhm.
fighting,
Oh,
or
yeah, but like we became, I would say, probably the #1 consumers of slap fighting. We were talking about all the guys.
It's
It
a
was
low
like,
bar, to be fair.
yeah.
To know the names of the players in the game is
Yeah,
wild alone. Yeah.
Well, one of the main one's called Da Crazy Hawaiian, not the Crazy Hawaiian, but Da Crazy Hawaiian, and that's his official name.
that's amazing.
Anyway,
Well-
I think that's a good American sport, although no Americans participate in it. Oh
Right.
no, hold on. The Da Crazy Hawaiian is American.
Yeah.
That's that's
True.
right. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true. Sorry.
Well, Chris, thanks for wasting the last 20 minutes of your life playing this stupid game with us. We appreciate it.
Great.
To remind everybody, while you're here, Rend Collective has a new Christmas album out. It's called Christmas in Belfast. It's available now. Go check it out. And then go to the pub for an hour after you listen to it, right? And
So you
that's
should.
what said?
If honestly,
Responsibly.
you don't even need to say that. That'll be a natural.
It's
Yeah.
just going to get you ready.
Yeah.
It's pre-gaming you.
That's the
All right.
Get the
That's
shepherd's
awesome.
pie on. Please no.
All right. And then we'll wrap things up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Emily Brown.
I'm Chris Llewellyn.
There you go. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks for watching, everybody.